Hello, this is Malcolm Rose, and today I'm doing something very different. This is a little game called Duelyst, with a Y. It is a type of collectible card game, which is playable on Steam and also in a browser. Totally free to play. And the idea is that you build a deck, and you use cards like these to essentially win a small-scale tactics game. There is deck building involved, which you have to actually purchase the cards. You could use real money if you wanted to, or you can earn them, kind of the standard League of Legends style microtransaction thing. But really, you can, I've seen people call this game pay to win, but it's not. You can get decent cards, and you can even win with a deck full of, cards that you don't have to spend time earning. Anyway, the reason I'm playing it is this game is actually pretty interesting, and like a lot of games that that catch my interest, it's I don't want to call it half done, but it had a lot more potential than what it realized, I think. And it's kind of along the lines of the kind of indie game that I would want to make if I ever get around to working on a big project like this. I think it would probably be best if I just go ahead and go into a game and show you guys what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of different kinds of, a couple different kinds of play. There's the constructed ladder games where you build a deck, and you can play it as much as you want. You build it out of your own cards. But we're going to do something called the Gauntlet. It's called draft mode, alternatively. So if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, if you played a draft in that, it's pretty much the same thing. The first thing we're supposed to do here is pick out one of the generals. I'm not going to explain this too much as I go. I mean, if you want to check out the game, I'll put a link to it in the description, and you can see this stuff for yourself, but I'm going to assume that you have some small familiarity with it, but I'll talk about it a little bit. There are a lot of mechanics here is the thing, so I would be spending an enormous amount of time explaining every little thing if I did that. Anyway, there's several different factions, and we've got 4 different generals from 4 different factions, and whichever one I pick is going to determine which things I'm gonna, which kinds of followers that, or minions I'll have a chance to get, and minions and spells that I'll have a chance to get later on, just like Magic the Gathering, really. With the color system, only this is factions in this. Let's see, why don't we go with, we'll go with Vanar. So they're ice themed, and she has an ability that lets me do 2 damage to everything in a column. This will make more sense once we get into the actual fights. So just like the draft, or a draft in a card game, we get to pick out different cards. 3 at a time. We get to pick one of 3 every single time this goes around until we have 30 cards in the deck. So we're just going to try to pick things that are really good. Let's see. I'm actually relatively new at this, so this isn't going to be like my dungeon crawl videos where I'm, old hat. This is kind of a learning experience for both me and you. Let's get this Sun Elemental. From my knowledge of Magic the Gathering and other games like that, it's usually good to have things that do stuff as they come into play, so that if they get removed, you still got whatever the benefit was. And this has something called Opening Gambit, where if you play it, it gives 2 buddies 2 health. So that's pretty good. On the other hand, it is a 4-drop, which is kind of expensive. It's actually just like Magic insofar as you've got a casting cost, a toughness, and a power. I am tempted to get the Blood Tier Alchemist instead, actually, for a 1-drop. Yeah, why don't we just get the little alchemist? Since this is draft, it's often something I've noticed in the draft format is it's better to get cheaper things. Alright, this guy has something called Provoke. Nothing can attack anything but the thing with Provoke until it's dead. It's a very useful thing. Got this golem. Those are pretty crappy picks. This is removal. That's good. Wow. That's sort of removal. But this is a really big monster for not too much mana for what it is. I think we're gonna have to go with the removal. And again, I'll explain this a little bit more when we're actually playing. Deal 1 damage to a minion and stun it. That's pretty good, actually, but the Hearth Sister is going to let me do more shenanigans. Do I want more Shield Masters? Probably. Anyway, this guy's actually awesome because when he dies, you get another guy. That's a lot of value, is what you're always looking for in these games. Haven't gotten anything too amazing yet. Healing Mystic. Fairly crappy. Why don't we get this Komodo chart? Well, I get the Bright Moss Golem. Okay, we got some interesting picks now. Gain a copy of a random spell from your opponent's action bar. Okay. That's value in terms of your hand size. Brilliant Plume, I believe those just heal you. By the way, this is our casting costs down here. Depending on what you're going for, you kind of want to keep these weighted towards the beginning rather than the end, in my experience. But hey, I could be wrong. The most wins I ever have in a row, like, by the way, I'll explain the format. Let's get the Mind Warper. The format in the draft, you build the deck, but if you lose 3 times, then you're done. And the goal is to win as many times as you can, without losing 3 times. And you get better rewards based on how many times you've won. The most I've ever won is 3, and I've taken part in, I think, 2 drafts so far. This is pretty nice. You can give other guys Provoke, which is an excellent ability. Arrow Whistler is amazing, but not really for this person. I don't have any ranged attackers either, so not exactly useful. This is awesome. It takes off, it clears the field a little bit. But I think we're gonna go for the Woodwind. Okay, Frostfire, that's awesome. Plus 3 damage as a surprise. Right to the face, it's good stuff. Another Alchemist. These are all very crappy. I guess we'll... This is not much of a choice, really. I guess I'll... Do I want the Planar Scout? So I can steal... Yeah, I probably should have opened up with a game so I could show you guys the format first, or the actual game, because I'm picking these cards for reasons, and it's without showing the actual board, it's a little difficult to explain why I'm making these choices. Freeblade. This card I haven't seen before. Minion summoned, switches positions with the minion that transformed it. That's okay, I guess. But this is way better. 15 more cards. That's amazing. That's really good. Of course, these two are also really awesome. I think we're going to have to go with her, though. Mana Death Grip. Wow, all these cards are pretty decent. Gonna have to go with this, though. Crystal Wisp. I promise this will make more sense once once the game gets started. And who knows, maybe I'll build a deck that's just terrible. And that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Do I want Frostfire or this Golden Mantella? I think I want the Mantella. Get some card advantage off of that. Oh, this guy's awesome. And Endless Hunt is awesome. Okay, your next Gauntlet card choices will be legendary neutral cards. So 3 mana for a 3/3 is not good, but this is a Gauntlet specific thing that kind of improves my chances of getting something good next time, so I like to pick those. Now we've got really incredible crap to pick from. That's too random, I think. Let's see. Wow, none of these are really that amazing. I guess I will pick this guy. Moonlit Basilisk is awesome. This Battle Pet. Permafrost. Stun an enemy minion. Stunned enemy minions. Stun a nearby enemy. Wow, that is interesting. However, this guy is... Well... Let's see, we're kind of bottom heavy right now, I think. And we only have 4 more picks, and we really don't have too much in the way of... Well, actually, I suppose we do sort of have win conditions. With this, we could sort of stun an entire group of enemies. Would be kind of neat. But this by itself is a win condition if it's on their side, sort of. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. Oh, that's neat. But this is probably better. Yeah, he's definitely better, unfortunately. When this minion survives damage, transform it into a different battle pet. That's interesting. And another one. Wow. Of course, with this crossbones, you get a lot of value out of that. Gonna have to go with that. Okay, here we go. Deck's finally made. So like I said, we're trying to win as many times as possible without losing 3 times. And I guess I'll just keep this video going until that happens, or we get to an hour maybe. Alright, so when you start out, you get a starting hand of 3, 4, 5 cards, and you can replace up to 2 of them. I'm on the left side, so we're gonna replace those 2. Wow. Alright, so you start with, if you're on the left side, you start with 2 mana. If you collect these mana springs, you gain 1 temporarily. Otherwise, you gain 1 each turn. So you start with 2 on this side. You can see the casting costs down here at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and summon this battle pet. Just like in mana, things start with summon, or mana. Just like in Magic the Gathering, things start with summoning sickness. In this game, it's called exhaustion. So I summon this guy. I can't actually move him, but I can't actually move him anyway because he's a battle pet, so I can't control him. So we're just going to end the turn. But even if he wasn't a battle pet, I wouldn't be able to move him around until the next turn because of the exhaustion. At the end of your turn, you draw a card. Looks like I drew this win condition here. That's what I would call that. He casts a decorated enlistee. Well, at full health, this minion has +3 attack. Well, that sucks. Okay, I didn't get the extra value out of him. Well, I'm going to use to cast this turn. Dang. Oh, yeah. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to cast this Moonlit Basilisk. We need him to cast some spells before this will turn into the actual... It's a Sentinel card, so it transforms into a powerful minion if its hidden conditions are met. So if he casts a spell, this guy will transform into that Basilisk. And then it'll also get +3/+3. So we'll see if he does that anytime soon. So your general can attack, and the goal of the game is, in case that's not obvious, is to kill the opposing team's general. It starts with 25 hit points as opposed to the 20 that I believe you start with in Magic the Gathering. Honestly, this game is, I think, almost completely modeled off of MTG, only, well, as you can see, there's a lot of differences. You know, there's a board, for instance. And of course, it's an online game, not a card game, although I do believe there's Magic the Gathering online these days. Looks like we drew Mana Death Grip. That might be useful. Come on, cast some spells, dude. I want this guy to transform. That is not a spell. Minions don't count as spells. Alright. Let's replace this guy because he's got bad value. You can replace 1 card per turn and get another random card, which is very useful. Alright, okay, here's what I'll do. Opening Gamut, switch positions with any minion. Wait, did I screw up? I think I may have screwed up. No, we have 4 mana, this works. Alright, we'll make him. We'll swap him with that guy. We'll attack this dude. Now this Sentinel guy can still attack even though he's just a Sentinel. So he'll punch that guy in the face. We'll cast Mana Death Grip on this dude. Because we kill him, we get an extra mana point permanently due to the way that spell works. So we've just gotten a pretty big advantage, I think. And we've got a casting bar full of very nice things. Although I may get rid of this guy, as good as he is. He's, I can't cast him and any of this other stuff on the same turn, really. Either he doesn't have many spells or he's aware of what this Sentinel is. It's actually hidden to him, but if you know the cards, then you can kind of sort of figure it out. Alright, let's replace this thing. Oh. I think we're gonna just cast this Impervious Giago, because that means this ranged unit cannot shoot back here and attack the Sentinel. He's provoked. So both of these guys can't move, and they can't attack anything but this guy as long as they're next to him. And I guess I'll swing on the enemy general with my general. I really wish he would cast a spell. Anyway, we've also got this Bloodbound spell, Warbird. This is unique to your general, your particular general. Mine does 2 damage to the general, the enemy general, and every enemy in the same column as him, so we're going to go ahead and use that. The Bloodbound spell is something you pretty much always have, but it takes a few turns to refresh, and it's not active until a few turns in. Our enemy here has one that heals her minions, by the way. We've got some pretty nice cards in this draft, so we should do okay. Red Steel Minos, what is this? Blood Surge. Okay, so if she casts this Bloodbound spell, this guy gets stronger. Nice, it attacked the Giago, so the Giago got stronger. I think he just messed up. I think he probably intended to heal him afterwards to trigger this Blood Surge, but he didn't realize that it would kill it because he actually gets stronger as soon as he gets attacked. Okay, he's being really smart about not triggering the Sentinel, I guess. Okay. All nearby minions and generals to random spaces. That's really annoying. But it's a really big card, so why don't we just... I guess we'll just drop it... Well, I've got 7 mana. I could pick up these guys for 2 more, but then this guy wouldn't be provoking anymore. But then I could cast the Woodwind, I guess. Alright, fine. Let's do it. Just for fun. Alright, we drop Pado here. And then we give him Provoke. Move this guy down. I'm not sure if this was the right thing to do. This bar, by the way, means we're running out of time. You only get 90 seconds for each turn. So you better think fast, which seems like a ton of time, but you'd be surprised. Oh, crap. Wow. Well, I got the Moonlit Basilisk. He just did a thing that I think is going to kill all these dudes. That's outrageous. I wonder... I haven't seen that spell before. Well, we have 8 mana. 2, 4. I guess we'll stun this dude. And then we'll Warbird for another 2 damage. These little hallowed tiles got created when he killed my dudes, and it restores 1 hit point to him or his minions whenever he ends his turn in one of these squares, although I suspect he's going to run away, so he doesn't get hit by this Moonlit Basilisk, which is now alive. Oh, conceded. Yeah, my position was really good here. So there's our first win. Now, if you get like... Well, I should say that when you go into the Gauntlet, it costs 150 gold. Gold is something you earn by winning games in the regular ladder. Basically, if you can win 2 games, the Gauntlet more or less pays for itself. So we're well on our way to having a successful Gauntlet run. Let's see if we can pull that off again. Red Panty Knight. That's quite a name. Interesting. We start with 2 mana. This kind of sucks. I guess I'll switch out this 5 slot. Yeah. This is kind of obnoxious. I guess I don't know if he's going to have any ranged. I could switch out the crossbones. I mean, I could just cast these 2 Blood Tier Alchemists and kind of ping him for a couple damage. Seems silly. Let's replace. Alright, well, I guess we're doing it. It's a little bit of a waste. Those are better used to take out enemy minions. Somehow I think we're not going to have a steamroll this game. Crystal Arbiter, +3 attack on the opponent's turn. Whoa, what the hell? That's weird. Why did he concede? Well, I guess I'll take it. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can... It's strange to me that they would concede so early. He probably had a bad hand or something, but this is Gauntlet, so you only get 3 losses before you're kicked out of the draft. Alright, we're on the left side again. The game seems to really like giving me the left side. Let's, do I even want this Blood Tier Alchemist? I guess I do. Let's replace these guys, and wow. Okay. We have a handful of very expensive things. Remember, this isn't useful to me on the first turn. Ah, crap. Well, I don't want to have nothing, so we will ping him. Remember, I can't cast my Bloodbound spell until later, or else that would be awesome, you know, if we could. Because that would use up the mana. He starts with 3 because he's on the right side. He must not have had anything. Well, let's think about this. 3... I could get 4... Interesting. I almost want to keep him. I want to switch out this big dude. Fascinating. Alright. I guess we're going to go forward. And we're gonna pop this dude here, And we're not going to really use that mana for anything. Well, maybe we will. Okay. Alright. That's useful. I didn't think I would get a 1 mana one. We're just going to move this guy here. And do I want to swing? Yeah, let's swing. We'll die, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. End the turn. Apparently when this dude dies, we get another battle pet, so that's neat. Ooh, looks like we're going to get him right now. He's cast Tempest, which does 2 damage to everything, including himself. Dex, huh? Okay. We have 4 mana. And I could go ahead and grab 5 if I wanted to, so we could go ahead and cast this Frosthorn Rhino if I were so inclined. However, I have another idea. Let's kill this thing with Mana Death Grip, and then I'll have much more mana. I'm going to replace this golem. Okay, I'm going to cast Dex here. And then we're going to Warbird him for another damage. Another 2 damage. I think that was probably the best thing we could have done. Good use of mana. Ooh, got a Shield Master. These guys are great. They're 4 mana. They have Provoke. It looks like he used his Bloodborne ability to make him have 2 more attack powers, so he's big pimpin' over here. And my guy is gonna... I don't know why he attacked. That's weird. Because the Primus Shield Master was gonna get the kill anyway. Oh well. Alright, what do we got? I could turn him into a 3/3 wolf if I wanted to. Or I could stun him, I guess. Interesting. If I stun him, this dude's just gonna swing and suicide against him, which would suck. And doesn't count as a... Well, I better select soon. I guess I'll do it. Yep. Alright, that'll be it. So this spell summons a 3/3 and then goes right back into your hand, so you can summon endless numbers of these if you're so inclined. So he's stunned. He can't swing, at least. This dude's going to suicide against it next turn. Like I was saying. Uh-oh. Well, he could attack any number of these now. Hopefully he attacks the Woodwind, but he's a battle pet, so I can't control him. Prism Barrier. Okay. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Actually, that's superior. That's the best thing that could have happened. Because now we can Warbird and take out both of those things. I think that is what needs to happen. So let's do that real quick. Well, take out this and do damage to him. Crap, I should have cast this first and then Blood Surged. Sometimes it's very difficult to keep track of all this crap. A lot of stuff going on in this game. Alright, I think we need to turn him into a wolf. He's not my wolf, he's still the enemy wolf, but he doesn't have all that stuff anymore. Boy, I'm being quite slow. We'll just make another endless hunt there. And I'm not gonna... Actually, I am gonna swing. You can tell whose monsters are whose because you'll see the little red, you know, the red coloring underneath those squares, and it's these guys are all facing that way because they're mine, and these guys are all facing this way to the left because they're his. That's interesting. His general is now invulnerable but cannot move or attack as long as this guy's alive. That's obnoxious. Okay. Well... 3, 6. Make this guy... Oh. I am stupid. We're whoops. We can't use the Bloodbound spell yet. Whoa. Well, I screwed up. I guess I'm gonna have to... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to waste this, I think. Unless I want to tank 7 damage to the face, which I don't. Okay, we're gonna take this thing out. And if he wants to do some shenanigans to beat this Hydrogarm, that's fine. I'm gonna replace this thing. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize this wasn't active. It was still on cooldown. Otherwise, I would have been able to use a Blood Surge and deal 1 damage to everything in the row and stun them. Oh god, that's brutal. That's actually not bad though, because I can just stun him like so. Now he can't do anything next turn. Let's see, 8 mana, 5. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, let's put this here and put this. I'm gonna get rid of this battle pet. Put this guy here. And we're gonna move this guy away, I think. Vanar units often, Vanar is the guys I'm playing, those units often have this ability called Infiltrate, where if they're on this side of the board, or rather on your opponent's side of the board, they'll gain some kind of benefit. Oh boy, never mind. No need to explain this. He just killed this thing and gave me its hit points. Oh gosh. Let's replace this thing. I'm just gonna have to keep stunning this thing, I think. I'll move up. I'll stun this dude with, you know, do 2 damage to him, and then stun it with this combo effect. Move this guy up here. Alright, this is not half bad. It's very good that we have this endless hunt, because I have something half decent that I can do every single turn, even if I draw dead. Ooh! Alright, looks like he's dispelling my Provoke. When this guy comes into play, he can dispel a random space, which just turns the monster into a basic, you know, whatever. Ooh, that's a really good... I need to answer this ASAP. I may be about to lose this. Let me think about this. I'm going to replace this guy. Oh, that's really good. Alright, this thing damages all joined enemies. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to suicide this dude. We're going to use the ability so this stuff gets killed and that gets stunned. We're going to walk this Fenrir dude up. By joined it's adjacent is what that means. Now nothing is adjacent to this, so take that out. Easy, fine. Move this dude back. I have 8. Let's place this guy here and this guy here. This'll do. Sort of funny that we're just locking this guy down. He would have been very annoying if we couldn't do that. Ooh. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff going on in this game, so it's kind of difficult to explain every single keyword as we roll up into it. I would recommend you take a look at this. It's an interesting little game. Oh wow, he's just suiciding because he's going to die next turn if he doesn't answer my. Oh wait, no, he's not, because of this special ability. He gets a new general when he dies. God. Alright, no, he cast a spell, so my Basilisk shows up. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. There's too much on the board. Well, I think we should start out by... Oh, man. Killing this thing. I think we can win this turn, actually, yeah. This is easy enough. Oh, yeah, we win. Unless this doesn't trigger, but that's fine. We just move up and we attack it. This is the general now, and that's the win condition. There we go. Wow, I think I've inadvertently built a really amazing deck. Too bad we don't get to keep it. Alright. Alright, 3 wins in a row. That's not bad. This is actually the best showing I've had. Looks like we're 45 minutes in. I'll probably cut this video and maybe record another one later if we just keep winning. It's taking a bit here. But yeah, this is a fairly interesting game. I think that it's kind of niche. It's got sort of a a small but dedicated audience, I guess you would say. I guess people who would be interested in a collectible card game like Magic the Gathering without wanting to invest a ton of money into it, Kind of a bad start. Oh, wait, I'm on the right. Whoops. I would have replaced different things, maybe. Why don't we, we'll ping this guy so that if he attacks, he dies to the War Master. And we'll replace the crossbones. Nice. Oh, he's taking away some of my value. Sucks. That's okay. I want to keep that. I think I want to keep the Gnasher as well. You know what, I'm actually gonna replace the Endless Hunt. Alright, that's not bad. We're gonna trade. We're gonna make the pet here. And we're gonna make the Basilisk, and I'm just doing this to rob him basically so he can't take it. Do I want to trade? Yeah, I guess I do. Well, it's not really a trade, I'm just doing damage. Kinetic Surge, Uh-oh. That counts as a spell. You've activated my trap card. Ah, crap. Well, that takes away his +3/+3, and he no longer gains anything. But that's okay. This dude's attacking. He survived damage, so he's going to turn into something else. It looks like he turned into Oni. A 1/1 with Force Field. Interesting. Let's replace this little 1/1 guy in the action bar. Do I want to pump him up? Not yet. Maybe next turn. I think I'd rather just... Well, maybe not. Let's see, if I buff this dude and then he does some shenanigans to him, I think I'd rather just cast this and swing. I can always buff him later, I guess. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do that, because he just wasted a thing that can dispel a block. Interesting. I'm just gonna resummon, I guess. Okay. We'll do the Warbird. We'll swing. And end the turn. He's got to answer this Displacer, because I'm just gonna, wreck him for 10 damage if he doesn't. He's in a really bad place right now. Oh, okay, he answered it. This guy does damage. He makes all monsters around him attack themselves, basically. Got 7 mana. What do I want to do? 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I really want to buff my own guys? Maybe. I almost want to get rid of this, which is silly, but we're gonna. Alright, do I regret doing that? Kind of. 5, 6, 7. No, I don't, actually. Let's do this. Can't move. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's not bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. He's gonna have trouble winning a damage race against me at this point. Alright, that's probably on spellcast if it's the same one that I'm using. That's probably a Moonlit Basilisk. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I almost just want to hold off on casting spells. Well, let's see. Nope. Okay, it wasn't the one that I thought it was. That's fine. That's hilarious, actually, because now I can ping him for some extra damage. Why don't we do that? Oh yeah, we're gonna empty up this bar. This is hilarious. We're gonna give Gore here Provoke. We're gonna buff up. We're gonna swing. We're gonna swing. And I guess that's it, because we can't cast him as good as he is. He's in some serious trouble. He's got 2 things with Provoke, 3 things with Provoke next to him. Of course, he can't just cast that. My battle pet's gonna swing and kill himself. It sucks. Now I'm in trouble. I just drew dead, basically. It sucks. Well, I can cast this thing at least, and take out this guy. But what I can't do is I cannot kill him. I can't even attack him because he's provoked. I think I'm going to swallow the damage here, just so I can have more dudes around him. He doesn't have too many places to run. Unless he's got the ability to do 13 damage to me this turn, I think he loses. He's going to have to clear the field, and he's going to have to do it in a way that doesn't kill this thing. Because if it dies, it does 3 damage to all enemies around it. Oh, Grimes! Okay, this is a legendary card that summons random crap. Oh, he's dead. He's just flailing. Yeah, he concedes. Alright. Interesting. Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I guess I'll cut the video here. Oh, as you level up, you'll, Oh, that's interesting. I thought I already had those. Curious. Anyway, as you level up, you gain cards, and you also can craft cards, and maybe I'll show off that system in a later video, but yeah, okay, so 4 wins, 0 losses, not bad. Let's keep going next time. But until then, I'm signing off, and by the way, try out Duelyst, it's pretty good. Like I said, link in the description. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Now you may not know this, but Bitcoin is a great passion of mine. If you want to help me out, and help yourself out in the process, take a look at rosecrypto.com to learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If you buy some Bitcoin using my referral links, you'll get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin for free. And if you sign up for Binance using my links, I can teach you all about trading altcoins as well. Either way, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And if you really want to go the extra mile, take a look at my Patreon below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.